The JeLani Johnson roast. It's not a roast. Hall of Fame? JeLani's being inducted to the Hall of Fame? Are you sure? Oh wow. Bellevue University, what are we doing? Just because he scored 1,000 points, All Nebraska, All American, Defensive Player of the Year, that doesn't make him a Hall of Famer? Or you think that's Hall of Fame worthy? I guess I'm gonna have to agree for everybody. Congratulations, JeLani Johnson. JeLani and I met this summer, I think leading up to our freshman season. We ended up playing 4 years together. I met him on the court. First day that I walked into that gym, this guy with his long braids, skinny dude, always around the basketball court. At whatever time it was a basketball bouncing around that court, JeLani was around.
JeLani was an incoming freshman during my first year at Bellevue University. So we both kind of started our journeys at BU together. Ended up being, one of my favorite players and just people that I've ever been around, in the profession. We stayed in close touch afterwards. He stood in my wedding, just an awesome young man.
There's one thing that characterized JeLani Johnson is the fact that he never took a playoff. There is not a game that I can look back and say, hey, he was one of the main reasons why we lost the game. And trust me, I would have said it. If there was any game I could think of, I would have said it. But no, he just always played hard. Always gave it 110% in effort. Beyond just who he was as a basketball player. He's one of those people that when they walk in the room just becomes a better place.
JeLani was a coach's dream. I can't think of one time where that young man took a possession off. We never had to coach effort with him. Was universally loved by his teammates, our coaching staff, and really the campus community. His development over the course of the time that he was at BU was really special.
I was junior year. I'm running down the court and I get tripped. I fall and I dislocate my shoulder, right? First person to come to me was JeLani. Comes to me as I was on the floor agonizing. He whispered to me, "Chop, you gotta get up." I'm like, I don't think I can get up right now. I cannot even feel my shoulder. And he said, verbatim, "It don't matter, you need to get up now." So, thank God for Mike Livergood who came and saved the day, but because if it was just up to JeLani Johnson, I would have just popped that shoulder back and go back in that game. And that's just who he was as a player. Doesn't matter if he was hurt, doesn't matter if he wasn't feeling 100%, he will be on that court, giving you his 110%. And this is something I'll never forget about him.
JeLani's sophomore year, we started out rough. We were 3-6, losing to some teams half as talented as we were. And I remember we were sitting there as a staff in the office. Coach Jason Isaacson, our other assistant, said, how about we try moving JeLani to the point guard? And I remember Coach Pavin was like, what? What are you thinking? I might have been thinking the same thing at first. And as we kind of transitioned to that in practice, it changed the game for us. JeLani stirred the pot in a Final Four run, in which was a season that we started off 3-6. It was his unselfishness, his on-court leadership, his defense. He wasn't a top 3 or 4 leading scorer for us that year, but he played maybe the biggest role in turning around that team and leading us on a big-time run to the Final Four.
He was just an excellent player. To me, the best point guard I ever played at Bellevue University. The numbers speak for himself, right? And the accolades he's gotten around during these 4 years. All Team Nebraska a few times. 1,000+ points scored, Defensive Player of the Year. He didn't leave anything on the floor. He played extremely hard, no matter who we played. And outside of just the sports side of it, JeLani is just a good human being, right? Because you can be a good player and just a terrible human being, terrible teammate. We've seen that a lot. That was never him. He was a great teammate and a great player all around. And I think this is why he's been inducted in the Hall of Fame today. For closing words, I just want to say, JeLani Johnson, I am extremely proud to be recording this. You deserve to be a Hall of Famer. You are the best basketball player that ever played at Bellevue University. I don't care what anybody says. But just beyond the sports again, you were just a good human being, right? It's been 14 years. You were the first one as a foreigner that just came to me and said, hey, you want to come to my house. You want to come meet my family. We are having a barbecue. You opened your doors to me and you didn't have to. Your family adopted me like their own. Words cannot express what that meant to me at that time, right? Moving here, not knowing a whole lot of people. You were the first person that actually reached out to me and just became a good friend to me. 14, 15 years later, to see you be a father, be You're a family man. Words cannot express how proud I am of you. You've accomplished a lot on the floor. I just wanted to express my congratulations to you. Keep being great, my friend. I hope I'm in attendance to be able to tell you how proud I am of you. If I'm not, again, you deserve this.
JeLani is so deserving of this induction for so many reasons. He's a 4-year guy for us during a time where we recruited mainly transfers, was loyal and stuck with us through a lot of coaching transition and a lot of ups and downs. To have 4 straight national tournament appearances, play in a Final Four, really lead us to a Final Four, win 3 conference titles, become an All-American. With everything he accomplished on the court, it's really all secondary to the type of human being he is. The type of teammate, type of friend, the type of father. Nobody is more deserving this than JeLani. Congratulations, JeLani. So excited for you, man. So happy for you. You made my 3 years at Bellevue really special. Had more of an impact on me as a coach than I could ever tell you. I was so grateful to be a part of your journey, man, and I'm excited to spend the weekend with you at your Hall of Fame induction. Congrats.
I wrote my stuff down too. First of all, I gotta give God his off top. You know, without God, nothing is possible. Thank you to Bellevue University, everybody who made this night possible. Trish, who's sent me thousands of text messages trying to get this thing organized. Thank you for everything you've done as well. Ed Lahotek, you know, just an awesome person. I appreciate everything you've done for me as well. I also want to congratulate the other inductees. Everybody's so deserving of this. You know, this is something that nobody could take from you, you know, so enjoy it. And yeah, we're going to celebrate tonight for sure. Let's see. To the video team, you know, I work with those guys. They put the video together. I appreciate it. It made me look good. And thanks to Hussein and Bob. You know, Hussein's funny, or he thinks he is. You know, Hussein is my guy. We started together, and just an awesome person, you know. So it was no doubt I wanted him to, you know, speak on my behalf, and I appreciate that he did. And of course, Bob, you know, he was here from the beginning as well. Him and Coach Isaacson kind of, you know, took control of the team in between head coaches. And I just learned so much from those guys. And, you know, Bob is one of those guys that'll just show up for you, you know. Anything that I've ever needed anything with, even if he didn't know about it or if I didn't know that he knew, he would call me or reach out and make sure that, you know, he could help in any way he could. So, Bob, I appreciate that too. Let's see. You know, I had a lot of success playing basketball, and I met a lot of great people. And, you know, being out there scoring points, playing defense, diving on the floor, all that stuff's exciting and stuff. But, you know, the thing that I really enjoy most is just being around teammates. You know, those road trips that you're on with your teammates and, you know, going out to get food before or after the game or joking around with each other and things like that. You know, I really cherish those moments. And that stuff just means so much to me. I have to shout out my Creighton Prep fam. They showed up tonight. You know, Coach Lukey, he coached me at Prep. And he's another one of those guys. He'll show up for you, you know. I'll stay in touch with Coach, and he helps me out as much as he can as well. And just an all-around great person. But when I was in high school, he had me on a short leash, though. Yeah, I mean, he didn't let me do too much. You know, he would say, you know, ESPN isn't in the gym. You know, you're not going to make the top 10. And I'm just like, Coach, I'm just hooping, you know. I'm just doing my thing, you know. But, yeah, Coach, he's always been there for me, and I appreciate that. To my family, to my lady, Steph, I appreciate you. I love her so much, you know, and I'll leave it at that before I get to. And then, my kids, I brought Lil Lonnie with me. I didn't bring Jack. He would have had this place upside down. But, I wanted Lonnie to be here, to see his dad up here. All right, I'm fine. To my family, my brothers, my sisters, those are really my best friends, I'm just really lucky to have, my support that I have, and I appreciate all of y'all. Mod in the building, T. I love y'all. All right. Yeah. I feel like my mom right now, because, we'd be at a family dinner before the prayer, and she'd get up, I got something to say, and then she'd get to tearing up and crying. She gonna do it, but, all right. But, I definitely need to tell them how much I love them as well. Being a parent now, you don't really understand what your parents do for you until you have kids. And just, man, I am who I am today because of them, And I just want to let y'all know how much I love you, how much I appreciate everything that you've done for me, and my siblings. And I wouldn't be the person I am without y'all, And so it's not really about me tonight. It's about my family, Hussein, the ex-teammates, my ex-coaches, everybody here supporting. I just really appreciate it. I'm just so grateful to be able to get this. And thank you all, man. I appreciate it.